wanted to give you some examples of how to cite and do the reference entry for books. So this is a book in its third edition with these authors here that are nurse practitioners that wrote this book here. Pharmacology for the Primary Care Provider. And this is the copyright page that has the location of the publisher, and who the publisher is, the date of publication, the edition. So based on the entry for just the book, it would be Edmonds, M.W., and Mayhew, M.S., with the date in parentheses with the period, and pharmacology for the primary care provider, only the first word is capitalized. The italics stop here. Third edition is not in italics. There's a period there. The location and the publisher. Now, if you were going to use one of the chapters, for example, this one, Agents That Act on Blood, that starts on page 292, with Teresa Pluth Yeo as the chapter author, notice how not all of these chapters have chapter authors. So my assumption would be that the authors of the book are the authors of these chapters, and I would use this form of crediting the chapter author when there is such a designation. So the way I would do that for this one is Yeo TP, she's the chapter author. Here's the date of the book. The title of the chapter is Agents That Act on Blood. Notice that only the first word is capitalized. And then in M.W. Edmonds and M.S. Mayhew with a comma here. If these were the editors, you would put editor here, but they're not editors, they're the authors, so I would leave out any designation. Pharmacology for the primary care provider, again in italics, which stops here, no punctuation, and then the page numbers of the chapter are in parentheses with the location and the publisher. Here's a book called Primary Care for Physician Assistants, Clinical Practice Guidelines. Rodney Moser was the editor. It's the second edition of this book. The publishing location was on this page, and it got cut off with my Jing video here, so it was New York. New York. So the publisher is McGraw-Hill. The date of this edition was 2001. And so if we were just going to cite the book, then Dr. Moser is the editor, and the date, Primary Care for Physician Assistants in italics, and Clinical Practice Guidelines is the subtitle with only this word capitalized. Second edition, here's the location and the date. I'm going to stop here and pick up in my next segment.